Before we go any further, I want to say thank you to our sponsor over at DraftKings. Maybe you know all about DraftKings Pick 6 by now, but if you don't, let me fill you in. It is where you can pick more or less on different players' stats for these upcoming games. Just pick 2 or more different players into your pick set and decide more or less. Sit back and watch and see if you made the right decisions. This is an interesting game, y'all. It's an interesting game. On the other show, we have our leaderboards, and right now I think I'm in second place, which is cool. I like when I can put together a pick set for y'all that's like 4 picks. On the other show, I only can do 1 pick, and I'm like, ooh, which one of these do I really love? Today, I got 4 that I feel pretty good about for tonight's slate of games. So I'm going to start off with Mr. Franz Wagner versus, I was going to say his former team, but that's not fair, versus the Chicago Bulls, who was the original pick for him. I'm going more on his points versus the Bulls. The Bulls just have not been good defensively. And I made the tweet a couple nights ago when they were going against the Pacers that there's so many different lineup constructions for the Bulls that would look like just the worst defenders you could ever put together. And that's the team that we run out with. And I think that Franz Wagner, a downhill attacker, will benefit off that because we do a very poor job protecting the rim. We do a very poor job of preventing people from getting to the rim. And I think that's where Franz Wagner can really, really step up. And if we have time, I'll be sure to talk about the Orlando Magic a little bit more later in the episode. Next, even though this team has been dreadful at the record of 15-5, James Harden is still being James Harden. And they're going against the Miami Heat. And I think it's a very interesting game because the Clippers are one of the slowest teams in all of basketball. And the Miami Heat are the fastest team in ball by a wide margin. And I like to see the tug and pull of which team is going to win the possession battle or the style battle, if you will. But in this one, I'm going James Harden more on assists. I mentioned that Zoo has not been the best version of himself, but James Harden still has been able to do a really good job when it comes to the passing aspect of the game. So we'll talk about that maybe a little bit later too. Next, I want to say Brandon Miller more on points. This team who, I bought a lot of stock in last season, then sold that stock. I'm having a lot of fun watching them. They're going against the Brooklyn Nets, another not so good team. And if there's any time for the Charlotte Hornets to continue to keep going, I think it's against the Brooklyn Nets. It is still weird to see that boy Brandon Miller out there with the big old shoulder piece, playing through that injury or whatever, but I'm going more on his points versus the Brooklyn Nets, who did have a Danny Wolf game the other night. I peeped, did have a Danny Wolf game. I saw the Brooklyn Nets fans say, hey, man, now y'all going to laugh at our draft class now? He's good. Jaeger Demon hit a big shot in the game versus the Celtics a few nights ago. Drake Powell looks like an NBA player, even if he struggles to score. I don't know. The last one in my pick set, I went Alex Sarr more on his points versus the Milwaukee Bucks. I think Alex Sarr's sophomore year has been as good as anybody could have expected. He's at 19 points per game, 8.5 rebounds, 3.3 assists. And I think the most fun part about what Alex Sarr is doing is that he has shifted his shot diet quite a bit. He took a lot of threes last season. He's chopped those down. He did not get to the basket the way you wanted him to. He's up there getting to the basket. His efficiency has gone up. And I was a guy that was pretty critical about his rookie season. It's like, oh, man, I just don't see it on the offensive side of the ball. He looks like a completely different player. And the Milwaukee Bucks need some more wins. They went on a 7-game skid and then got a win versus the Bucks. So I'm sorry, versus the Nets. And they got another easier opponent here in Washington. But they're not easy because of Alex Sarr, man. Alex Sarr go out there, he hoops. So that's my pick set for tonight. I feel pretty good about it. I feel pretty good about it. I'm putting a lot of trust in some younger players between Brandon and Alex. But, I think they can get it going, man. Brandon Miller can hit 3 threes in the first quarter and be like, oh, yeah, that he's going to hit that more. So, again, Franz Wagner more on points versus the Bulls. James Harden more on assists versus Miami. Brandon Miller more on points. And Alex Sarr more on points as well. When I come back, Orlando Magic talk. And then I also want to get to what Stan Van Gundy mentioned on the Zach Lowe podcast.
For those who haven't checked out DraftKings Pick 6 yet, there's an exclusive offer waiting for you. Right now, new DraftKings customers can play $5 and get $50 in Pick 6 credits. All you have to do is download the Pick 6 app and use promo code ENJOY when you sign up. Pick 6 is available in most states, including Texas, California, Missouri, so don't be afraid to get in on the action. Ride the upside with Pick 6.